And since we are discussing wardrobes, how could we not talk about the king? What is he wearing for the grand occasion? Well, the details are out. The king will be wearing golden robes with layers of coronation vestments, the same robe and vestments that were worn by his mother and grandfather. The priceless garments are usually kept with the crown jewels inside the Tower of London. But they are said to be removed from the walled castle. What do they look like? What's their story? Our next report telling you. We know the date, we know the time, and we know the guest list. And now we know about the outfit as well. This is what King Charles III will be wearing for his coronation ceremony. Heavy priest-like golden robes that were worn by his ancestors. The king will put on layer upon layer of glittering coronation vestments inspired by priestly attire. For the crowning, King Charles will be given a long gold-sleeved coat. Now, this robe was created in the year 1911 for George V and has been worn at successive coronations, including by late Queen Elizabeth II. These gold vestments were also worn by the king's mother, Queen Elizabeth II. His grandfather, King George VI, and his great-grandfather, George V. The priceless garments are usually kept with the crown jewels inside the Tower of London, but they will be removed from the walled castle as part of a €150 million security exercise, which has been dubbed Operation Tower of London. And besides this, the king will also be reusing the coronation girdle or the sword belt and the coronation gauntlet or glove, both made for his grandfather, George VI, in 1937.
This glove was made in our Worcester factory, which was the gloving area of the UK. And as you can see, the beautiful gold embroidery. And it's made out of kid, and you can see the lovely crown here. And it was made in 1937 for King George VI.
The glove and its duplicate were made by Dents with embroidery by Edward Stilwell and Company. The original glove, the one Charles will wear, has been kept in the royal collection, while the identical duplicate is in Dents Museum on loan from the Worshipful Company of Glovers.
So it would probably have been a couple, 2-3 days work at that time. But the big thing would have been choosing the skins and also keeping it all secret. You know, it would have been a specialist team working on it. And I know one of the royal gloves, the manager of the factory actually slept in the factory for a week with the royal glove.
Buckingham Palace is yet to reveal what the monarch will be wearing beneath the vestments, but he will apparently follow in the footsteps of 20th century sovereigns by putting on the super tunica created for George V in 1911, and later the imperial mantle, first worn by George IV in 1821 and then worn at all consecutive coronations since 1911. It is a part of tradition for recent monarchs to reuse garments, just like King Charles is. But in a move aimed at making the event more sustainable, the king has decided to reuse way more than his predecessors. This is Molly Gambhir reporting from London for WION World is One. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.